What's good, Text members? I just want to thank you guys for your support. I hope you had a great week. We got some really, really good stuff, some fun stuff for you today out of the nickel 335 will formation. Now, this is meant to be a preview video for my nickel 335 will defensive ebook. So if you want to get the entire defense, I have to tell you, it's probably the defense that I feel the best in right now, from the ability to like send pressure and also from an ability to stop stuff. So if you want to get the entire 335 Will defensive ebook, there's going to be a link down in the description below. You can get it for just $15. Again, there's a link in the description. There's a link in the text I sent you, and there's a link in the comments if you want to pick it up. This defense is really, 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 really good. And I'm going to start off by showing you the blitzes, and then we'll talk a little bit about the coverage of it and why this is so good. So the beauty of 335 Will is that it's basically, in my opinion, a better version of Big Nickel over G. You get better personnel, as you see right there. I could put Isaiah Simmons on the outside, and then as you can see here, I can put like Chandler Jones here. Obviously, I have Zach Allen, J.J. Watt. So you see that right there. So, anywho, you can put safeties here. And I have to tell you that there is a 4-down lineman rush that I'm going to show you that is really, really good out of this. It's actually really, really good. From an audible perspective, what I like to do, this is the part of the reason I would like to run this defense is because I really, really like to run match defense this year. I think match defense is the best way to play this game. So, most of our plays, I like to come out and cover for palms, and as you see here, I have all of these different match defenses. So, anyways, we're just going to back this up. And like I said, if you want to get the entire 335 Will defensive ebook, there's going to be a link below. We're going to start off with a bang, though. We're going to show you 2 different pressure concepts, the base look, all that stuff. Real simple. We're just going to show blitz. We're going to blitz as a safety. We're going to QB contain, kind of slide this guy in off that side, and we're going to stand kind of right in here. And what you'll see is we're going to get easy pressure. Now, also want to talk a little bit about a glitch that is in the game that you can do. You've probably seen it before. Literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold right trigger. So you see I'm holding right trigger. And then I'm kind of pre-holding my cursor, my left joystick down. And at the snap of the ball, I'm going to run towards the center. And then I'm going to hold X, or I'm going to click in X, the X button or the A button on Xbox. And I'm going to basically turn my hips. It's going to give me a little turbo boost. So you see here, just like that. Okay, and you're going to get that animation. So you're going to be able to change direction really well and basically kind of disguise what you're going to do. So again, you just, literally I'm holding right trigger, go down, and just do that, and you see that right there. So really, really fun little way to get you kind of a turbo boost out of this. You're still going to be able to like hold linemen and stuff, but it just lets you get out of it really, really well, as you can see. So, and the 4-down line, it just lets you cover a lot of ground. And the 4-down lineman rush from 335 Will, I have to tell you right now, is probably my favorite 4-down lineman rush in the game. And the reason why is because occasionally your defensive ends will just like shed instantly, come in off the edge. Like, you're going to get pressure out of this, which I really, really, really like that about this game. So anyway, about this defense. So, let's talk about this left side pressure and how you can get it only sending 3. So we're going to QB contain, and then we want to slide this guy in just so he's on the contain. Then what we're going to do is we're going to spy, and we're going to drop like zones on the backside just like this. And what you'll see is at the snap of the ball, we're going to get 2-man or 3-man pressure. So real simple pressure, 3-man pressure right off the edge, just like that, really, really smooth. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can turn 3-man into 2. So we're going to man Allen up on the running back. We're going to drop a bluff blitz here, and then drop Simmons into a zone. And at the snap of the ball, I'm going to run down like that. And as you see, 2-down lineman rush, or 2-man pressure. So you get pressure sending 2 people out of this defense. One of my favorite reasons as to why this is such a good defense is that right there. So let me show, and of course we're still, I don't know why we're frozen. Jones is just completely frozen. But you see what I'm talking about. So you get easy pressure sending 2. So again, I'll show it to you again. You just show blitz, you blitz the safety. I like to QB contain and slide him off the edge just like this, and then we can feel free to zone out all these guys. You don't have to put them in man. I put them all in zones here, and you'll see pressure is really, really clean. Now, the beauty of this is the pressure is not just clean against this if they don't block anybody. So let's show you what it looks like if they block a tight end. One of the most popular ways that people like to pick up pressure this year is by putting their tight end on a delay fake because they get a blocker and they get a pass receiver. So I'm going to show you the two-man pressure once more. So you see it looks like this. Okay, snap the ball, and as you see, you're coming completely clean. This is one of the main reasons why I really like this formation is because whenever you send your two-man pressure, there's really no way for them to consistently pick it up. So that was a blocked tight end. Now I'll show you a blocked running back. Again, we'll just do that. Snap the ball, come in. And you see that the contain will basically glitch out the contain will basically glitch out the running back. So really, really, really good. In my opinion, really, 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 really good deal. So again, we'll show it to you again. So just blitz the safety, QB contain, slide him in just enough to get him on a contain, and then you're just dropping zones out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to max protect. So I'm going to block my tight end and I'm going to block my running back. And what you'll see is a lot of times this is going to come in, as you saw right there, even if they max protect. So even if they block 7 people, you're gonna be in a really good spot. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of the best blitzes in Madden. Again, you're just sending 2 off this edge, and then you're just dropping your zones. And the cool part about this, compared to like 2-4-5 odd, is this is much better run defense than 2-4-5 odd. That time it didn't come in. I will say that occasionally, in my experience running this, every now and then you'll get picked up. If you there's a little bit of an art to the placement of him. And so that's something that you have to kind of pay attention to, in my opinion. So again, I'll show you. So I'm going to max protect. Blitz the safety, QB contain, and then I'm going to do that right there. Okay, now I'm going to stand, kind of right in here if you want, wherever is fine. But then we're going to drop zones. Okay, snap the ball, and there you see we got picked up again. Again, I will say max protect does sometimes pick this up better than any other protection, of course, because they're blocking more people. But for the most part, like I said, you will get this in. It's just like I said, it's kind of one of those things where, every now, I don't know how to quite explain it, but basically the placement is key. So you want to keep him as outside as possible. That's why you just barely want him in enough to be on a contain, because you really want the guard to come at your user. Okay, that's where you want to do. So if you can get that right there, and again, I can't quite get it. And in practice mode, honestly, it can be kind of weird, in my opinion. It doesn't always, and this is just my experience, but in practice mode, I've found that if you run the same blitz over and over again, it sometimes doesn't work, right? Even though the blitzing concept is still really good. And if you want to crash your line down a little bit to kind of help this, you can, even though, the reality is that guy on the backside's a linebacker anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. But you'll see here, I'll show it to you one more time, and then we'll move on. And there you see, he kind of gets in there. But anyway, that's two-man pressure. And I will tell you, it's fairly good against max protect. It really is. If you don't contain him, then you have to man up the running back. Otherwise, he won't come in. Okay, so that's why I really like to do that, like so. There we go. And there you see, there it is. There you see him reaching and doing his thing. So that's the idea. Okay, so that's the two-man rush off the left edge. Now, the cool part is you don't just have to do, if you want to blitz off the left side, it doesn't just have to be the safety. What we can actually do as well is we can crash our D-line down. We're going to blitz the linebacker, and then we're going to QB contain. So it looks just like this. And we're going to kind of stand right here. And at the snap of the ball, what you're going to see is you should get this looping pressure through the A-gap. Every now and then I'll get A-gap pressure out of this, like defensive tackle. So we'll show it to you again. So literally just crash your line down, Blitz the linebacker on the left side, QB contain. You're going to stand kind of right in here. And what you'll see is it's going to loop right through the gap, just like so. Really, really nice little blitz. Now I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can do that will make this blitz even better here in just a second. But again, just blitz a linebacker. You don't really even have to QB or crash your line down. Just QB contain, and it'll give you the looping animation that you want. And then as you see, you're doing your lurk trick. You really want to make sure, in my opinion, that you've got like the right side. So you're going down and to the right, and there you see the pressure looping really nicely. This is a really, really good pressure against a delay fade. It's not as good against a blocked running back. So like if they delay fade, watch what this pressure does. For the most part, this should work. You see that right there? That's a glitch of 3-3. That's why 3-3-5 will is so good in my opinion. So you get this, and you get this a lot. I get this a lot in Ultimate Team. So if they delay fade, you see the right side comes in completely clean. Really nice pressure. Even though you're sitting 5, right? So, if they delay fade their tight end, almost every time I get pressure either from the looping pressure or from that guy on the right. As you see right there, it's a 3-3-5 will thing in my opinion. Because if I send 4, like if I only send 4 and I just contain, let me show you what that looks like. You'll see he comes around the edge, right? So, you don't, again, it's like, okay, we're going to force them to block the running back. And really the base rush is if you just QB contain like this, if they delay fade their tight end, you'll get pressure off that right edge. But the bottom line is if they block their running back on this, they will be able to pick this blitz up. So I'll show you that real quick. So again, just show blitz the linebacker on the right side. If he's got really good agility, sometimes it dumbs him out, but for the most part, if they block a running back, they're going to pick it up. Okay, so it's not as good as the safety blitz, but it is still really good. Now, the other thing you can do is you can combine the two pressures. So you can blitz a linebacker on that side, and you can blitz the safety. And I really like this blitz. And the reason why I like this blitz so much is because I'm going to take J.J. Watt on the backside, and I'm just going to man him up on the running back. And this is one of the best blitzes in the game. And I'll show you why. So, snap of the ball, you're going to get either your safety pressure or you're going to get your edge pressure. And again, right there, we got kind of fluked out. So let me show you that again. So literally, just show blitz. You're going to blitz the safety, QB contain. And then you're going to slide this guy in. And then I like to go ahead and just blitz that linebacker on the left. So you're sending 6, right? But what you're going to do is you're going to take that backside nose guard and you're going to or backside DT, and you're going to man him up on the running back. So if the running back goes on a route, he's going to go guard the running back. So you see here, as you can see, you get really good pressure off that edge, right? But not only do you get good pressure off that edge, but now let me show you, this is why I like this blitz. Because if they max protect, you're only sending 6, but you've got the running back manned up, so technically you're only sending 5, right? So if they max pro, you're going to come in completely free off both edges. Okay, that's why I like this, because in a max, any situation that they block their tight end, real quick, out of 3-5 will, this is why I love this freaking formation. Any situation where they block the tight end, that edge is coming clean. Simmons is coming clean off the edge. Any time they block the tight end. Now, we'll also say, like, if you move this guy, like, right there, like, get him down a little bit. Let me just show you this little concept. Now, I don't know if I can get it out of there. I'll show you another trick in just a second for that. But anyways, this pressure is so good because you're going to guarantee pressure if they block a running back. That's the real beauty of this. So we're guaranteeing pressure if they block this running back off the edge. You see that? Really clean. The running back will suck to the middle of the field every single time because he's basically sucking in at the linebacker, and he's going to forget about the safety, which is really, really good for us, right? And then we come back here. You don't have to man the running back up, by the way. If you wanted to, just take J.J. Watt and put him in a 3-rec, and then basically now you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go to the running back side if the running back goes on a route, right? So you go here, right? And as you see, I mean, that's super good pressure, like super good pressure. So that's the 4-man. You don't have to blitz Simmons on this one. if you don't want to. So let's say, for example, I wanted to bluff blitz J.J. Watt, and then I wanted to put Isaiah Simmons on a hard flat, and then maybe do something like this. This is a really good bunch D, by the way, because if they block anybody, you see we're still going to get that same idea. So that's max protect pressure. We're only sending 4, and I'll show that again. And what I mean is only sending 4. So you're going to blitz your linebacker, blitz your safety. So you see you're sending 4 off that right side, and then you're dropping everything to the bunch side. And as you see here, you're going to come clean every time. Really clean pressure. Sending 4, very, very good for bunch. Very, very, very good for bunch, in my opinion. Okay, so now I want to go over another concept. This is a concept that I actually learned from another Madden player. His name is Winning. He's a YouTube guy. He's more of a blitz guy. I really like watching some of his film. But basically what we want to do is we want to come out in Overstorm Brave and then audible to any play we want. So, and I'll show you what that's going to mean. So we're going to audible to Overstorm Brave. You see here it's going to move Thompson down. If we want to move the other guy down, we need to flip it. So you see here, we'll flip it again, and then you can audible to any play you want. So in this example, we're going to audible to this, and then we're going to go ahead and show blitz. But all you're going to do is you're just going to blitz the linebacker on the right side of the screen, and at the snap of the ball, what you should see is we're going to get somebody free off the edge. I'll show you that one more time. So again, all you're going to do is just flip the play, and then flip the play twice, and then audible to whatever play you want. Blitz that linebacker on the right, and at the snap of the ball, you should get somebody free. I don't know why we're not getting anybody free. I don't know if that's got maybe it got patched. I don't know. Let me show you. Let me just show you with Overstorm Brave. So here I flip the play, snap the ball. There you see somebody's coming clean. Okay, that's all you got to do. So all you do is you come out. You don't have to audible if you don't want to. So if you want to run this from Overstorm Brave, just flip the play and then just user this guy. So now you got a 5-man pressure, and typically you're going to get pressure off of one of the edges, and if not both of them, as you can see. Okay. If I wanted to get pressure off this other side, you'll see here. That time we didn't get anything, huh? I guess we got a shed, but anyway, it's not the best. It's a decent pressure, but the problem with it, number one, is I think the patch definitely made it worse. And then number two, if they block a running back, normally this gets pretty bagged. So you'll see here, I don't know why I can't snap the ball. Good old Madden 22 right now. Yeah, so right here, you'll see how nobody comes in. So it's really a 5-out blitz. It's nothing more than that. But I will say it's very good against 5-out. So if they're gonna run 5-out, you see how you get that edge heat, really good edge heat. And if you wanted to, I will say if they contain, or if I contain rush, and do it like this should get pretty good pressure against a delay fade. Yeah, you see that? See how it gets really good pressure against a delay fade? The problem is, so you get pressure against 6, right? And you're only sending 5. The problem is, if they block a running back, normally you get picked up. Yeah, normally you get picked up. So that's the point. But I love what this formation does, specifically if they delay fade. And it really doesn't matter, if you're using the right side or the left side. You'll see Isaiah Simmons just shames delay fades. It really does. So I don't know how to get that same concept if I blitz this guy. I'm not sure. Let me try this. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I'll have to work on that other pressure. In the guide, we have some other setups too. But I really like how this formation really does make it really easy for you to be able to get pressure off that tight end side. Because I feel like that's the number one thing that most formations can't handle, or most offenses, you can't get pressure against a delay fade. Now you can get pretty good pressure against a delay fade, and you're going to force them to have to block their running back. So if they block their running back here, you're going to see, it picks it up, right? It picks it up good. But we have other blitzes in this formation that are very good against a blocked running back. So we'll get back into a different play, but that's the Overstorm Brave concept. And if you like turn auto flip off, what I would do is come out and Overstorm Brave flipped and then flip the play, and then you would be in a pretty good position. But anyway, that's just something to think about. Let's get back out of here in the Palms. And let's show you one other thing here. So if I were to take Washington and just move him like right here and then click off, right? You see where he goes? Okay. This sometimes works. You see here? See how I get the looping concept? So you can mess around with that too. The other thing I wanted to say about that is, so like if I show blitz and I blitz this guy and then I kind of like do that number, right? Just kind of bring him down, trying to get him like as close. Like see how auto correct, but he won't go all the way back to where Thompson is. See that? You can do this as well. This pressure doesn't always come in, but I really see what I'm saying. See what it does with Simmons. So, and then let's say that they're blocking their running backs. This is why I like this pressure. So let's say they're blocking their running back. So you bring this guy down, you kind of bring him like right here, and then you blitz him, and then you click off. So you see how he auto corrects, right? But he doesn't go all the way back. So now if the running back blocks, see how this works. Occasionally you'll still get pressure off that right edge. Didn't get it there, but that's just something to kind of mess around with out of this formation. Let's see. So again, you see I could kind of like right there, kind of, right? So then if I block the running back, and let's just QB contain, snap the ball, and you see, didn't quite get in, but anyway, that's the idea. And the beauty of this is, like I said, if they do block the running back, like if that's their move, you can run this 4-man blitz right here, and they'll definitely delay fade after this. Like normally this will come completely clean. Got a little weird wonky setup there, but and the 2-man is very good too. Again, literally all you do when you run the 4-man, I don't think you have to contain. So like if I run this, let's see. It's worth containing because you don't want that to happen. What just happened to me? Let me show you one other concept you can do from like a kind of defensive end looping kind of concept. So what we can do is we can blitz that safety and then just not move him in QB contain. So you see this is what the play looks like, and I'll just show you what that looks like. Normally you get this looping or B gap heat. A lot of times what will happen is you will get the defensive end. He'll come in off the contain. More times than not. So we'll show what that looks like. So you see there, that's what I'm saying. So you get that kind of animation a lot. So again, the beauty of the 3-5 will, like I said, is you're going to get heat. You're going to get heat off of either one of these gaps. And I really think this contain blitz right here is a really, really good blitzing concept. Because even if I just send this 5-man right here, I'm going to max protect. Watch the contain rush. See, look at that. See how it comes off both sides? That's what I love about this defense. You're going to get pressure. You really, truly are. Especially if you use this contain concept, because look at what that backside guy does. Like, he just screams against tight end blocking. So you see there, we got double pressure against it. Like, really, really good heat. So, as far as pressure on the right side, I'm trying to think of how I want to talk about it. Because the biggest thing is, like, if they block the running back, your blitz is picked up. But other than that, like, if I stand kind of right here, I think this comes in. No, it didn't come in there. There's, like, a special place, and just bear with me for a second. There's, like, a special place where you can stand with your user that will get this blitz to come in. I'm not able to find it here. And it's definitely a 5-wide thing, too. I'll show you that real quick. So I found this earlier today, and I put this in the ebook. This is one of my favorite things about this. You don't do anything, really, to earn this pressure. It just kind of happens, like especially against 5-wide sets. So let's say they're in 5-wide. You're in palms. And all you're going to do is you're going to stand kind of right here. And at the snap of the ball, oftentimes you're going to get somebody coming clean. And it could be the nose tackle sometimes comes through. It's kind of random, honestly. I'm not getting anybody here, ironically. But I'm telling you, I promise you, I have... Let me see if I can show you the footage. I know it's back in here somewhere. Okay. So watch this. So let's see if I can show you the footage here. So yeah, watch. So you see here, he's in 5 wide. Okay? Right? We're in exactly the same thing. I'm standing like right over, like right here. Okay? Alright. So snap of the ball, and watch what happens. I got A-gap pressure. Okay? And then if I go back one, now watch this one. I think this is... See which one this one is. This is probably the A-gap pressure. Yeah, there's the A-gap. And see it? I mean, like, look how good that blitz is. And then it'll happen again here. He's going to go no huddle. And then watch this happen. So same thing. See how I'm kind of standing like right, over the guard basically. Now look, it comes from the edge. So, here I feel like Chandler Jones might not be fast enough. But I'll tell you, you'll get some heat. I promise you'll get heat out of this. Like, it doesn't show up in practice mode as good as it shows up in game for me. And I might need to, it might because I need to be over here. But I'm just telling you, you'll get, I promise you'll get pressure. I really, I'm telling you right now. Let's do it like this. So if I stand, oh no, just mess around with it. It's good. I think Chandler Jones might be too slow, but it's just a base 4 down lineman rush, but it's really, really, really good. It really is. Let's see if I stand over here. Nah, I can't get it. I can't get it in practice mode, but anyway, I just showed you the game film, so you can see it. It does work. It's just one of those things. I don't think the blitz works really well in practice mode. Okay. Okay, so let's go over bunch pressure right. So again, you can do it out of any play. All you're going to do, you got show blitz. You're going to blitz his slot corner, and then you're just going to QB contain him right there, just like that. And what you'll see is this is actually a really good blitz against bunch, which normally is not a good look. Normally this is not a good look against gun bunch. And I'll show you. So again, you're just blitzing the slot, QB containing, and then you just slide him off the edge, just like so. And then I came out on the wrong play, but you'll see. And the blitz doesn't always come in completely free against bunch. This is more of a blitz that I'll use for like 5 wide or spread or doubles. You can do it out of nickel blitz too really easily. I literally just show blitz, QB contain. You see how see how he's already lined up where I need him? That's kind of a cool component of nickel blitz too. But you see Isaiah Simmons or the corner himself will oftentimes come completely free. So again, just show blitz. You can use this guy too for this. It does help it a little bit. Sometimes you'll get A-gap, not often, but sometimes you will get the A-gap pressure out of this play, like something like that. There you see the pressure. That's really, really, really good pressure. I'll show it to you one more time. But with show blitz, you kind of see how this play works. So you're just going there. And as long as Isaiah Simmons doesn't get confused, it's going to come in. So here's what they're going to do to try to pick this up. This is why I like this blitz, though. Here's what they're going to do to try to pick this up. They're going to delay fade. So they delay fade, and you should see it's going to be even better. Perfect pressure. It's like the perfect delay fade blitz that I found. It's really, really, really good against delay fade. So now if they max pro, I'll show you max pro. That's what the running back blocking. The running back normally won't come get it because it's delay fade. So you've got max pro pressure coming off that edge. That is not a safety blitz. So you can now run your cover 2 concept in behind it, as you can see right there. But against just standard 5 out, it's not that great in terms of how it defends bunch, in my opinion. It does fine, and you don't even really need to do anything as long as it's at a nickel blitz. But where I really like this blitz is when they start blocking people, because you're, for whatever reason, 3-3-5 will is set up to really mess with them when they start delay fading. Like, it really messes with a delay fade. Look how good a pressure. That's really good pressure. It's just sending 5. And the cool part is you don't have to just send 5. You can do this. So you can drop these guys off the back side of this. So I'm going to max pro again. I'm only sending 3. Snap of the ball. And you see there, that time we did get picked up. But normally he's going to loop around. I don't know why he didn't right there. So I'll show it to you again. But this is a cool little feature, man. The formation is really set up nicely for pressure off either edge. But anyway, here you go. And he got stuck again. I don't know why he's getting stuck so bad. Let me show it to you again. Sometimes they get stuck in practice mode. It's a little bit finicky. We'll just do this. There you go. See that? So you're only sending 2, and they delay fade, and you're still getting pressure. Max Pro, I will say, again, kind of similar to the previous blitz we talked about off the left edge, Max Pro can be a little weird, but you just want to really target that guy. There it is, perfect. That's perfect. So you see there, 2-man pressure, and they're Max Proing, and you're doing it off of this side. So when they start blocking people, I would honestly send the pressure off of this other edge. Because it's just it's that good. It really is good pressure, especially if they're blocking a tight end or something. This is really tough pressure. Let me show that to you again. Again, occasionally it'll get picked up. A lot of it depends on where your user stands. So you want to kind of be like right here, ideally. That's just been my experience. And I'll show that real quick. So again, here we're blocking 7. We're sending 2. There we go. I don't know why that didn't come in. Trust me, it'll come in more in game. But, I mean, this blitz is really, really, really good. The fact that you'll get very consistent pressure if you send 5. So, like, if I send 5, it's going to always come in against Max Pro. And it makes it easier for you because you don't have to set up very much. So you literally just go, show blitz, QB contain, stand right here. And if they max protect, like, GG's, bro. And it got picked up again. I don't know why it's getting picked up. I think it's just because we're running it over and over again. But you see the idea. So you do the same thing on the left side. So now let's say, like I said, you can do the same thing on this side. So now, if you really want to gas them up, you do something like this. So this is a 6-man blitz. I think, yeah, 6-man blitz. Max Pro, watch what this does to him. You're coming off both edges, Max Pro. Now, again, I really like this blitzing concept on the right for when they start blocking their tight end. So like this right here, and you've got the contain on the backside. So something like this. If they're blocking, even if they're max proing, you'll see here, as long as they block their tight end, you're going to loop around. So it's the best blitz in the game for a block tight end. And basically, the bottom line is, what people need to realize is if they're going to try to block this formation, and I'll show you here, I'm only sending 4. If they try to block this formation, they should not block their tight end. Like, I will say, very rarely will they have success against 3-3-5 will if their strategy is to block a tight end. Normally, it's going to make it significantly worse for them. And I'll show that real quick. So again, QB contain. We're listening to 4 here. They block a tight end. He didn't come in completely free there. And I think, like I said, it's just because we're running the blitz over and over again. But you see the idea. Okay, you see the idea. And if you flip this, you see now the pressure is over here. Okay, this is bunch. This is like pressure against bunch flip. So you see you create this look. This is actually a very underrated play. And the reason why is because you have the safety in the deep half here. It gives this guy a better chance to make a play on the ball. And it's basically the same pressure. It's just opposite side. So I think this is a very underrated play. The nickel 3-3-5 will is basically flip flip proof if you run a lot of cover 2 or cover 4 palms. Why? Because you see here, I mean, it's basically a symmetrical coverage, right? It's the same coverage on both sides of the field. So, you know, if they run in max protect, you're going to see here, you can run this and it looks exactly the same. So let's say that they flip. So, because this is what everybody likes to do, they like to flip. Well, you're in this play right here. So they flip. You've already moved this guy in, so you don't have to remove him in. You get this look right here. You can just run this blitz. Like, you can literally just run this blitz, and it works. Nickel Blitz 2, in my opinion, is the best play in the game from this formation, because if they flip their play, you don't have to worry about it. Like, the blitz will still come in off this side, and you're just going to user this guy now. And literally just go get him. Just scream. So I really like this a lot because, again, it's symmetrical. It's the same numbering system. You have, if you think about it, if you count, you know, you have 3, 5, 6 to the left, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So if you wanted to, you could even user this guy and get really aggressive with your coverage, you know, and do something like this. And this is a really good little coverage. So this is one of the many reasons why I really like this formation a lot. So let's talk about like a couple other blitzing concepts before we get into some coverage schemes out of this. Also, guys, like I said, if you want to get the entire ebook, there's going to be a link to it in the description below. But let's talk about right edge pressure. We'll do two things. Let's go about in palms. And we're going to talk about right edge pressure. So if you want to get looping pressure through the gap and you want to get it with this guy right here, go ahead and blitz him straight down. And then just QB contain. And you should see, you're going to see him kind of right here now. Come in. And as you see, it comes right through the B gap. Now, why this is so good is, again, what do they have to do to pick it up, right? Well, if they try, the first instinct is going to be, well, I'm going to delay fade. That's what I'm going to do. So, you know, if they delay fade, your guy's going to be kind of right there. You got that contain rush, right? Look at that. Look at that. Now you got double pressure against a contain. So that's another reason why I really like this blitz. So now they're back to their original thing that they have to do, and that's block a running back. And I'll tell you that blocking a running back doesn't quite work as well on this side. See how it comes in still? It works really well to the left, but it doesn't really work too well to the right in this example. So I'll show you again. Just blitz the linebacker on that side, QB contain. You're going to block the running back, snap the ball. And as you see, that time, you see he got picked up, but I'll tell you, he kind of fights. And there's often times where, you know, let's say that you did this. Let's say that you contain rush, and then you do this, and then you take this guy and man him up on the back, right? And you're going to user this guy now, okay? Watch this against that. So now you got the back manned up. So normally when you man up the back, he's not as consistent of a blocker as he is otherwise. So I'll show you another example. So let's say we show blitz. We blitz this guy off the edge. We QB contain. Then we're going to come back here and we're going to man that guy up on the running back. So you get this right here. Okay, watch this play. Watch that running back. See how he stays over there? So that's a way that we can kind of manipulate the running back, you know, in this situation. We can easily go, you know, essentially this right here. So now if they block the running back, because that defensive end on the running back side is a linebacker, the logic is going to basically fluke him out, and it's going to leave that gap, that what am I trying to say? That gap open so you can come through on that. So I'll show it to you again. So show blitz, man up the running back, and you're just going to kind of stand right here. They block the running back, snapping the ball. Whoops, snap. I can't snap the ball. There we go. Okay, snap of the ball. And you see, you're coming clean. Right? And you're only sending 3 or 4 at them. And you're coming completely free. So now, their next natural instinct is to do what? Well, it's to block a tight end, which we've already covered that. So now I want to show you what happens when they max protect against this pressure. Snap of the ball. And as you see, we're killing Gun Bunch Max Pro. Okay? There's so much pressure in 335 Will. There really is. If you'll just take the time to learn the pressures, there really is a lot of pressure. With this nose tackle here, you can, let me show you this. This is a 3-man version. This one's pretty good. As you see right there, he comes completely clean. So this is another reason why I like this, because there's no way to pick this up. This is 3-man pressure. So you're going to see here, I'm manning up the running back with the outside linebacker, and then on this guy right here, I could feel free to put him in a bluff blitz. So you see it looks kind of like this, and then again, I'm QB containing off of this. So I would, recommend, putting like something like that. But anyways, the bottom line is you're going here, just like that, and as you see, look at that pressure. That's sending 3 people. And the beauty of this is it's going to come in against Max Pro. So, and I'll show you that real quick. So I'm going to drop, so I QB contain like this. And then what we're going to do is we are going to drop the outside guy into a bluff blitz, or man coverage on the back. And we're dropping the nose tackle into a bluff blitz. And we're going to pass commit. So it looks like this. Snap of the ball. And what you should see is we're looping around. Perfect pressure. That's 3 people. And most people, like if they were going to say, oh, I got to worry about pressure and I'm running bunch, they're normally not worried about this pressure right here. Normally they're worried about the left side. Okay? So now we've got them in a real bad situation. Literally, if they delay fade or if they block their tight end in any way, not 90% of the time you're going to come in off the edge. That's how good this is. So then you go to a blitz like this. I mean, this is a really good blitz. And you can feel free to take this guy on the backside and you could put him in a vertical hook, right, if you wanted to. So it looks like this. Snap of the ball. You go in there. And look how good that blitz. I mean, again, you need an agile dude to do it because he's going to turn his direction really well. But this is one of the best blitzes in the game. It's a 3-man pressure on the bunch side, which nobody does. And the thing is, you're not giving up your coverage integrity. Like this guy's on a 3-rec, right? So this guy's going man coverage on the back. This guy's got this guy. This guy's poaching. And then all you're going to do is you're going to take this backside guy right here. And I like to put him on a bluff blitz. So you see, and I mean, look at this. Look at how good this blitz is. Real simple, man. Like real simple and really good. Let me show you one other thing about the contain blitz aspect of this. So if you're like this, I want you to watch how this works. So this is no contain. You see the blitz still comes in, but max protect will kind of shut it down. And the reason that is because the contain glitches that out. So, my recommendation would be blitz the guy, QB contain, and then go ahead and set your coverage up as a result. And like I said, against max protect, normally you're going to be coming completely clean. Just like that. I think this is one of the best blitzes in the game. I really do. And I think you definitely need to start running it. Now, just like before, if I wanted to blitz this guy off the edge, okay, I would just get him, off the edge. And then I could take this guy and blitz him. And I'm not saying you want to do this, but this pressure is pretty intense. You see, again, it comes from that nickel corner. And let me show you what that does against max protect. Obviously, we've got a 3-man blitz against max protect, but this is a little bit more, of a speed blitz, more faster pressure. But anyway, you see that slot corner is now the one coming off. So it's the same concept, just like the other side. And the cool part is you can take this and you can say, what I want to do is I want to turn this into like a 3 or 4-man rush. So it looks something like this, right? Snap of the ball. And as you see, you get some gap heat, get some really creative pressures with this. So this is why I love 3-5 Will, man. Like, I love this formation. If you blitz both of your linebackers, just want to show you what happens here. You'll see you get some pretty good looping pressures and things like that. I wouldn't necessarily do that, but you can. The reason I like doing that one is like if they're max protecting, you see right here you're getting double pressure. Really the bottom line is this blitz right here just this 5-man blitz, probably the best blitz in Madden. Because how can they, I mean, you need to man up the running back with the backside linebacker, so you need to turn into 4-man. But I mean, how can they pick it up? That's the thing. Like, at least against bunch. So, and I'm going to show you a really good blitz against trips tight end here in just a second. So, like this setup right here, you got great coverage, and I guess they're going to pick it up because Madden's going to say you're going to pick it up. But normally you're going to get that looping pressure off of that edge. Okay. So now let's spend a few minutes talking about like trips tight end sets and how we blitz those. So let's say we come out in palms, show blitz, and you see this is kind of the look that we create. Now, what I like to do specifically against this type of a look, well, a couple things. Number one, we can do this like so. Right, little 5-man pressure concept. I'll show that again. And again, this is basically the same kind of thing. So like, it's the same deal. So let's move this guy just a step to the outside. You should get this looper. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of one way to do it. But the better way to blitz trips tight end is this. We're going to essentially man align, and we're going to take this guy that's over the slot. We're going to blitz him, and we're just going to move him in just a step or two. He's on a contain, and max protect can't do anything against this blitz. This blitz will come in every single time, no matter what they do. If they max protect, it won't matter. You could also do it with this linebacker. So if you wanted to, you could blitz this guy, so you can just move him down, and then use this guy right here. And normally you're going to get pretty good pressure, as you can see. Let me show that one more time. So you could also do it with this nickel corner. You could even leave the nickel corner like out there if you wanted to. The blitz just won't come in very fast. But if you just move him down, snap the ball, and look how good that pressure is. That's such good pressure. And let me show you what that does against trips tight end with max protection. So show blitz. You're just going to take this guy and go right there. For whatever reason, I'm getting randomly picked up against max protect, but I mean, he's still getting really quick sheds. You're going to get that instant disengage either way. Another thing that you can do, this is a trick that I really like. Let me see if this works. I can't get it to work. It's all right. But like, I really do like to bring this guy off the edge, just because it's easy. And you'll see here, I can't get that to come in for some reason. Let me show it one more time. Sometimes practice mode is just being a little weird. But it doesn't matter which one you use. So you could just do something like that, And there you see. Pretty good heat. Pretty good heat. You could still blitz your safety, still do all of those things if you wanted to. But this is a really good blitz. Let me show you this real quick. So if I don't move that guy, you'll see it'll come in. Just like I mean, it's a good concept. You don't have to move him. The problem is if you don't move him, it kind of defeats the purpose of the blitz, to be honest, because it doesn't come in very fast. Again, if you do like crash line down, right, like that, you see you'll get the looping pressure as well. But really with trips tight end, my recommendation would be you could even flip your play. I mean, for trips tight end, like you could, I mean, there's so much you could do with this, but like you could flip your play and then you could man align and show blitz. And look how many people it's going to stack over there for you. You just pick one. I mean, literally, you just pick one and just go. But it's a real simple pressure against trips. I do like the slot corner the most, though. So all that to say, I really like this guy the most. You could even stand like right here. And you see, look how fast. I mean, look at that pressure. If you're not, I mean, it's just really good pressure. Okay, so now I want to spend a few minutes talking about coverage. Again, if you want to get the full 3-3-5 wheel formation, there's a link in the description below. Let me show you one other thing about this. Actually, now that I think about it, and that is a under center defense. So like single back bunch, for example. Actually, let me do like single doubles. So this is like any single back set. It doesn't have to be this, but pretty much any single back set. Okay. So when you show blitz, you see you get this look here. So like this is a really good example. Just blitz the slot corner off the edge. You're going to stand right here, snap of the ball. And as you see here, you're going to get heat. You're going to get really good sheds under center. So I don't really blitz a lot under center. I just play like basic. And the reason why is because like the sheds you get are insane against under center sets. It really is. You get really good sheds out of this against under center sets. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. If you want to, what you can do is you can like, kind of like user rush. I don't know what. You can kind of user rush with this. Again, the game's being a little weird, so sorry about that. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like literally just show blitz, and then you're just going to like blitz your linebackers, and then just basically grab this guy, and then just come down just like so. Kind of like last year. The user rush this year is not as good. What I do really like to do is I like to kind of do this where I basically am going to fake my user rush. So we'll blitz the slot right off the edge, and then we're going to go like this and then come out like real quick like that. I really like that because that's going to bait them a lot under center because you're going to come down, but like you're going to basically come down a little bit extra than you normally would do. So you'll see here we'll blitz the slot off the edge. I would go ahead and QB contain him, drop him here, and then they're going to, put their guys on routes, whatever. But you're going to go down in it. You know what I mean? So you see how I kind of hold it a little longer under center. But, really not very many people run under center. And those that run under center, you don't really have to blitz to get pressure against them. So anyway. All right, so now let's move on to bunch coverage defense. So I'm going to grab a couple of the popular plays. I'm going to grab flood. I'm going to grab Z spot and go, clear out, and mesh or verticals. I apologize. And here is the way that I defend the bunch. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out and cover 6, and we're just going to show blitz. We're going to put that safety on the bunch side into a deep half zone, just like this. And then we're just going to user this guy. And the snap of the ball, what you're going to see is we're just going to lurk over the middle. We're looking for stuff like these drags, crossers. It's a really, really, really good bunch defense. It's real simple. If you wanted to, what you could do out of this is you could do exactly what we're talking about. Where we're going to blitz Thompson. We're going to QB contain, and then on the back side, we're going to man up on the back, and then I'm just going to use her right in here. This is a really, really good defense for bunch because the pressure's coming in hot, and as you see, you've got really, really, really good coverage. So that is one of my main go-to defenses against gun bunch right now. Now, if you want to make this even better, you can go ahead and drop that backside guy into a purple zone, and then you could drop that defensive end into a hard flat. This is really good if they're going to plays like flood. You're going to see that it's really not an option against this coverage show. So really, really, really good defense against that. Really simple defense for bunch, honestly. Just deep half that guy, show blitz. You're pretty much good from there, and then you're just lurking the middle. And, I mean, I will tell you, I know it looks like I'm getting crazy sheds just because I have X Factor, and I am to an extent, but I promise you the sheds from 3-5 will are really, 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 really good. Really, 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 really good. All right, so really excited to share this next tip. This is bunch tight end, PA boot over. All we're going to do to stop this is we're going to go to cover 4 palms. We're going to show blitz. We're going to man up the tight end with the outside cornerback, and then we're going to spotlight the slot receiver on the right side. And what you're going to see is if they run boot over, triangle or the crossing route's not going to be open. So I'll show it to you again. Cover 4 palms, show blitz, man up that outside cornerback onto the tight end, and then you're just going to spotlight that slot receiver and make sure you pass commit. I'm not going to use or anyone on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm just going to roll out and try to throw a crossing route. And what you're going to see is if I try to throw that, 9 times out of 10, that's obviously right there, like he caught it, but it's a click on pick. I'm going to be able to click on to the receiver or to the cornerback and be able to pick that off. So I would go ahead and QB contain as well, just because it's going to help significantly with your, just getting off the blocks. This formation does a pretty good job of containing. And as you see, there's just nobody open. There's nowhere to throw the football. So really, really good boot over defense. If you want to, what you can do is you can go ahead and user this guy right here. And normally this will like trigger the delay fade. You see right there, the delay fade triggers out. And as you see, this play is just completely busted up. It's very difficult to run this play consistently. The other thing I really like about this defense is, like, if they run an inside zone, you got pretty good inside zone D. As you can see right there, you just shoot the gap, and you're going to be able to stop inside zone a lot out of this. So, 3-3-5 will is a really, really, really good defense. Let's see here. I'm going to show you my trips tight end defense real quick as well. So, like, if they're running crossing routes, it's a really good defense. It's cover 4 palms. It's basically the same adjustments. We're just going to man up that outside tight end on that with that guy right there. And then we want to user this guy. So if they run the ball, we're going to shoot between the tackle and the guard, and I'll show you that. So, like, if they were an inside zone, you just come right down here. I like to dive tackle, and as you can see, pretty solid. So let me show that one more time. Again, just inside zone. I'm going to stand, like, right in here, snap the ball. And as you see, he's coming right into my guy. Okay, real simple defense for inside zone. But the beauty of this is, let's say they go to one of the best plays in the game, PA crossers. We're going to do that same adjustment. We're going to man up with the outside cornerback on the tight end. We're going to pass commit. I like to go ahead and spotlight the circle receiver. And what you're going to see is if they're in PA crossers, circle is completely bagged, and you're going to get turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. So really good defense. I love cover 4 palms, love cover 6, love these defenses. I think this is a really, really, really good formation to utilize. So now I want to show you one last thing, and that is a kind of a glitch blitz. It's not a blitz that you're going to use every single down. It's a situational blitz. I like it at the end of half, or just like when I know they have to pass the ball. So we're going to come out in buck slant 3, but we have to turn auto flip off. If you take a look there, I turned auto flip off. And all we're going to do is we're going to spread our linebackers. We're going to QB contain, and we're going to zone this guy out. So you see here, this is kind of what the play looks like. I'm going to oftentimes use this guy. And at the snap of the ball, what you're going to see is this little crossfire blitz angles will normally be able to come in completely untouched. So I'll show that one more time. Literally just spread your defense. Zone that guy, QB contain. You can even, I screwed up. Once you spread them, you want to press your coverage back. So forget this example right here. That's not a good example. So what I'm saying is literally globally spread your defense, QB contain, and then user the slot corner, and then just like press. Let me see here, like so. You're going to stand kind of right in here, come down and around, and as you see, it's one of the glitchiest blitzes in the game. So it's real simple. Let me show it to you again. Spread your defense. Press coverage, QB contain. You're going to user onto this guy. Just make sure you put him on a purple zone. Come right in here, and you see you're going to get these just glitchy. It's just a glitchy rush. It really is. Just make sure, like, from a coverage perspective, spread your defense, press coverage, QB contain, and then just I would put that backside guy in a deep half, and do something like this. And what you'll see is oftentimes, like I said, you're going to get these really glitchy rush angles, and they normally come in against a blocked running back or whatever they're going to do. So really, really good defense. 3-3-5 will, boys. If you want to get the entire defensive ebook, there is a link in the description below. You can get the entire defense for just $15. We're going to walk you through how to run the match defense at a whole new level. Got gameplay film rooms in the guide. I got a ton of stuff. And Again, some of the best blitzing concepts in the game. So if you thought this preview was good, let me just tell you the full ebook is even better. We walk you through the pressures in a really deep and unique way. I think you guys are going to absolutely love this defense. Cool part is you can merge this defense with the nickel triple, the nickel 2-4-5 odd, and of course the nickel 3-5 wide. So this is just truly one of my favorite. I love this defense. Probably my favorite defense right now to run for a lot of different reasons, but primarily because of the fact that you can get really, really good coverage schemes out of it. You've got great pressure, of course, and you got really good run defense. Thanks for watching.